Want to welcome everybody to this very special occasion, and welcome to the Bradfordville Blues Club. Thank you all for coming out. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to be recognized for the state of Florida, Tallahassee, and the club by the Mississippi Blues Commission for the club's and Florida and Tallahassee's contribution to the blues. And as you all know, most of y'all have been out here more than once. We do have the blues out here, and Althemes also was very, very instrumental in getting this put together for us, along with Bobby Rush, Alex Thomas, and we want to thank everybody for coming out. This really is a very special moment for us. And I'm going to turn it over to Althemes Barnes with the John Riley Museum, who helped put this all together.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me? Thank you so much. And Kim, you should have been up here next to Gary. Without Kim, we wouldn't be here either. Thank you so much.
That's true.
I do want to ditto what Gary just said. This is a national recognition. Not just, well, it's local, but it's to highlight the blues history throughout all of Florida. So that really makes this a very distinguished moment. I would like to recognize two of our top state officials who found it as well so important that they wanted to be here today. We have Scott Schroe, the Division Director for Historical Resources, Department of State, and Sandy Shaughnessy, the Director for Cultural Affairs. And I'm going to ask the two of you to come up and say something.
Thank you, Althemes. I'll just go first, because ladies first, right? Thank you, Scott. Welcome to Tallahassee. And let me tell you, I'm really here, too, because of my good friend Malcolm White. He is the director of the Mississippi Arts Commission. So it's a great relationship. It always has been between Mississippi and Florida. So on behalf of the Department of State and the Division of Cultural Affairs, welcome to Tallahassee.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Althemes, and a sincere congratulations and thanks to all those who made this day possible. Our office oversees Florida's historical markers, and I also want to extend a welcome and cordial invitation for the state of Mississippi to come back and put other historic markers anywhere else in the state they would like to. We'd love to have more Mississippi markers here in Florida. I believe history is certainly a lot to do with people in place, but at the end of the day, history is also about things like that feeling you get in your heart when good music is playing.
Yeah.
It's about the inspiration and the comfort and the solace and even the motivation to go out and make a difference in the world that you get from quality music and quality musical experiences like you find here at the Blues Club. So, finally, history is also about having a good time. And nothing is more fun than music, blues, and the Bradfordsville Blues Club. That's hard to say. So thank you all very much for the opportunity to be here. Congratulations, and look forward to a great evening and many more blues events in conjunction with our friends in Mississippi. Thank you all.
Okay, and before I go further to bring on our special guest from Mississippi, I do want to acknowledge my husband, Calvin Barnes, my supporter and board member and friend, Julie Hare, and her husband, Tim, and Julie's mom. We have one of the Henry family members here, Miss Dorothy Wilson Henry. And any other members of the family, we are happy to see you. One of my staff members in the back, Shawnee Hervey, and our intern, Michael, who has been escorting Mr. Thomas around today. So I just wanted to recognize those people so I can go back to the Riley House and count on them to continue helping me do this. Okay, with that, I would turn it over to Alex Thomas, who is the Mississippi Blues Music Director.
Thank you, Althemes. Hello, everyone.
All right.
All right. It's great to be back in Tallahassee. I had the opportunity to come here back in May, Al Tamis invited me down. They were doing a great workshop and asked that I speak about the work that we had been doing in Mississippi on the Mississippi Blues Trail. And after my presentation, and we had a little Q&A, many people said, well, you guys need to do a marker here in Tallahassee. And I says, well, tell me a little bit about the history here. And they said, oh, we got plenty of history. We got artists that have performed here, this distinguished gentleman to my left, so many other blues artists that have traveled through here. And they said, we need to place a marker here as a part of the Mississippi Blues Trail. And so I left here knowing that anything that I've done with Al Tamis in the past, if she says she'll do it, it'll get done. So we stayed in touch, and from the moment of May, at the end of May, that we talked about this, and then I went back home and I called up Bobby, and I said, Bobby, tell me a little bit about the Tallahassee scene. And he said, you need to talk to a guy named Gary Anton. He said, there's a club that I played at called the Bradfordville Blues Club. He said, it used to be called Dave Cece's Club. He said, but that's the spot. And he said, and I've done so many other shows there about 20 years ago. I think it's when he first started coming here. And the relationship that I have with Bobby and the work that we've done on the Mississippi Blues Trail, if he told me it was good, then I knew that was another star beside it. And after I met Gary and talked to Gary, this thing became to go into fruition really, really fast. And for those of you who don't know, we started doing the out-of-state markers because we got a grant from the National Endowment of Humanities, well, National Endowment of the Arts. And we were charged to placing 8 out-of-state markers to show the blues connection from Mississippi to great places like Chicago, great places like Memphis, Tennessee, Helena, Arkansas, Muscle Shoals, Alabama. We've even been as far as Rockland, Maine. And we did our last marker in Grafton, Wisconsin in honor of Paramount Records, one of the first recording studios for people like Charlie Patton and Tommy Johnson and the Mississippi Sheiks. But I was determined to work with Gary and Al Tamis to make sure that we made it through our grant process and placed this marker in Tallahassee. And they made it happen. I just did the preliminary stuff, as they say. But I want to give a special thanks to Al Tamis and Gary for taking the charge and making it happen, because without them, we wouldn't be standing here today. So please give them a round of applause. Don't too many people ask to take a picture with me. They only take pictures with me when I'm with Bobby, and it's like, like, we want to get y'all a picture, and I'm thinking it's only because I'm standing next to Bobby. But I said that, and I'm going to introduce him in just a second, but I also want to let you know that we definitely want to continue the relationship with Florida. I've visited other festivals in the state of Florida. I've been down to Jacksonville. I've seen some friends here from Jacksonville that have seen me at other festivals. And so there is a strong relationship with the blues culture in Mississippi and Florida. So where's my archive? I'll be back. All right. I'll be back. And I've already told Gary I'm coming back. I want to come back to the club again. So we're going to make this Mississippi-Florida connection stay alive. And the relationship that I have with Al Tamis, we've been working together since 2003, 2002. She invited me down. I think we did a African American Preservation Conference in Fort Lauderdale and here in Tallahassee. And I've been here several times, and so it's just been a great relationship, and I'm definitely going to keep coming back, and I'm glad to see all the great faces here. I want to recognize several people from the state of Mississippi, including one of our Blues Commission members and his wife, Dr. Luther Brown, and his wife, Bunny. Wanda Clark, our project coordinator. Once you get the chance to see the work on the marker, please go up and give her a big thanks. She does all the behind-the-scenes work on making these markers look so great, and has given us the great recognition that we've received. And last but not least, I'd like to bring up my dear friend, one of our great, we've pulled him in and made him a Mississippi resident now. He's been with us for a long time now. He's originally from Houma, Louisiana, but he is now a Mississippi resident and a Mississippi blues legend. Please give a warm welcome for Mr. Bobby Rush.
Yeah. Thank you, Alex. I'm out of words, but if you wait 2 seconds, I have a lot to say. First of all, it's a great honor for me to be here talking about this place, because it's such a great meaning to me, because about 15 or 20 years ago, I was playing at this place, and I had left here for maybe 45 minutes. I had a terrible accident in my bus, and one person got killed in an accident. You may not remember, you may remember it, but I still remember this place. So when they was talking about they might do something in Florida about the markers, so when he asked me about it, I said, Gary. Just what the name of the place? I said, it's got a new name now. It used to be the old Dave C.C. Club. I said, ask anybody about it. It's now Bradfordville. It is hard to say it. Bradford Blues Club. But not only the club itself, but he's been such a friend to me in doing what he needs to do for me as a friend and keeping the blues alive. Because I know, and you may know too, that a lot of times that not any money made in the club, but he still put his effort, his time, his money in the club to try to keep it going for you all, keep the blues alive. So Gary, thank you for that. Alex, I want to extend my thanks to you again for reaching out, because the blues not just about Mississippi, because we all out of Mississippi, but we all are family. Blues about the only thing, music about the only thing we know can link us together as a people across the country or wherever, if you're in Germany or whatever.
I want to hear you play.
Yeah, we gonna do it. Just give me a drink of that drink. But we gonna do it. So we want you to know why we're doing it. Then we're gonna play. As you find out why we're doing this, we're gonna do it. Someone asked me and said, Bobby Brace, why do you sing the blues? Well, I've been singing the blues now since 1951. I have 259 records. I started to record in 1951. I'm not a young boy, but I just had a birthday on a November 10th. I'm 77 years old. So I've been recording for a long time. But someone asked me, so why do you sing the blues? Is it because your lady left you? Well, you can have the blues when your lady leave you, but you can also have the blues when they stay too long. So you can have the blues. So I'm gonna cut it short enough to let you know how much I appreciate all the people from Mississippi, my friends over there. Mississippi, I feel good. If anybody had in mind jumping on me, you can change your mind, because I got Mississippi with me. We all love you, and we know you love us because you prove it by what you've done. Thank you very much, and good blues to you. This is a good thing.